Hey, dos días más, 2 more days. What's up? It's a culture detective here, investigating your favorite albums. Also, today, my semester is officially over. My third semester, aka my third last semester of USC, has ended, which means I have one more year to go and then I graduate. So there's that. So, anyways, today I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Natalia Lafourcade album Cancioneras. 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 So, songs. So, Natalia Lafourcade is a Mexican singer songwriter who has been, for the last few years, making some of the most intricate, thoughtful, heartfelt Mexican folk music, including different genres and subgenres like mariachi, cumbia, salsa, bolero, you name it. And the interesting thing is, she used to make poppy music. She used to make music that is poppier and more mainstream, but I guess she sort of made this transition into more traditional Mexican folk, and you can tell she's incredibly proud of it, and that's beautiful. When I first made contact with her music a few years ago, she made Un Canto por Mexico volumes 1 and 2, and then a couple years ago she released de todas las flores, of all the flowers, which I think is one of the most beautiful albums released that year. And now we have another helping of rustic organic folk ballads. This time we have a stronger focus on ballads, and all of them are really rustic and raw. Some of the tracks here are like one take recordings with a lot of background noise in the back. It's a very interesting album that puts you in a specific zone. So I'm going to go over every single track. The album opener, Apertura Cancionera, is the aperture, the overture of the album, and it's a very dramatic and orchestral opener with an amazing mirage of horns and flutes. We have the title track, which is almost jazzy but also very forlorn and sad. Then Cocos en la Playa, which it's a very fun and playful track about just hanging out at the beach, and it's a complete tonal whiplash from the last track, but I do think that it is a very nice thing to do, to immediately follow up with something so sad and solemn with something so much lighthearted and fun. Next we have Como Quisiera Quererte, which is a track about yearning, about wanting, desires. We have some really intimate guitars and endearing vocal duets. Following that, Amor Clandestino, clandestine love, clandestine love, is a mid-paced track with nice vocal duets. I do think the instrumentals are a little bit generic though on this track. It's a little sleepy, it's a little slow. I would rather save that for a little bit later on the track list. Following that, Mascaritas del Cristal is one of the strongest moments on the album lyrically, where Natalia Lafourcade pretty much sings about a person who lies to themselves, and Natalia asking to see their truth. And even so, the instrumentals are very minimalist, they're very stripped back, they're very skeletal. Then El Coconito is a more sweet duetting ballad, and what I love about this track are the footsteps and the dancing sounds and the mariachi trumpets in the back, just building this atmosphere. You really feel like you're in some kind of event or something. Then El Palomo y la Negra has a really warm atmosphere to it, from the chants to the chatters. There's also a 7-minute long track, but it doesn't feel that long. The track just kind of breezes over. Cariñito de Acapulco is a track that is so much more nocturnal and drunken, and it's kind of like this enchanting kind of slow salsa. Also, I'm not an expert in these kind of subgenres, like the differences between salsa and other similar genres, so I'm sorry if I misgenre some of these genres. Anyways, the track La Bruja is an acoustic ballad made for an art film, but this is the album's version of it, the studio version of this song, which is a pretty interesting folky track where we have lyrics that alludes to magic and other supernatural things. Luna Creciente, crescent moon, is a beautiful ballad about the crescent moon. And again, it's very moody, it's very nocturnal, and the album ends off with Lágrimas, Cancionera, which we see the orchestral music sort of coming back in a very mournful and weepy way, tying the whole album in a full circle, which makes me think she should try composing music for films, because this is fantastic. Like, if she does orchestral, it also sounds fantastic. So maybe she should try that too. Who knows? But for now, I think this is a beautiful album. It is very well made, very well composed, and I'm giving a decent 8 out of 10. So have a listen to the new Natalia Lafourcade album. Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.